Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to another game here taking place on Th000 between Th000 and Moon. Th000 spawning as the red human player on the top left-hand side of Th000. Meanwhile, Moon spawning as the blue Night Elf. Night Elf versus Moon in this 1v1 matchup. We'll see how everything goes in game number 2 here, as we do see a much more traditional play opening up with the Altar of Elders, which will most likely lead to a Demon Hunter. Alright, we'll see how all of that is going to be working in just a moment, as I'm going to go ahead and speed things up to the 4 times speed and get everything underway. Alright, we are going to be looking at an Archmage up against a Warden this time around. Not 100% sure how all of this is going to go ahead and break down. Warden very, very strong as a solo hero, and that is what we saw in game number 1 with the Beastmaster, but the Beastmaster just didn't have enough gas in the tank to really finish off the job. We are going to be looking at a Peasant, well, building up this farm off over here right now. We can see there is an Ancient of War off here as well, so it is one or two Ancients of War currently in play, so we could have a lot of Huntresses and some sort of tier 1.5 play with those mass Huntresses. The strategy could work just because the Warden is such a powerful tier 1 hero, and then once that Ancient of War is finishing tanking all of that damage, it can go ahead and root itself, train more units, and then this Ancient of War will be ready to go at the next location. Warden picking up a Cloak of Shadows, the most useless ability or item on a Warden that I can think of, as the Warden already has that one item there. Alright, one thing to note, the Warden is only at level 2 exactly on the dot. That means the Ancient of War did get a final hit on one of those units, or perhaps the Footman was able to steal. No, Archmage is showing out 243. That means that the Warden was not controlling that Ancient of War nearly as well as he should have, thereby being forced to lose a little bit of experience. We'll see if that experience does end up dropping off. Meanwhile, back down across over here, Warden is coming across. Warden is going to see a Congo line of militia. It most likely will. Warden now coming across here and now knows that, hey, you know what? I know exactly what you're going to be doing. I'm going to be going after your heroes. There is that detonation, trying to remove a lot of your mana, but Archmage already sitting at level 2, as we could perhaps see looking at a Fan of Knives play as well. Ancient of War now absorbing a bit of damage, and what is going to end up happening is that this Archmage, oh wait, no, the Archmage is actually going to perhaps try and put some pressure here as the militia finish off this creep camp. I would have perhaps thought that it was going to try and defend the location, but that is not the situation. The Footmen are now wandering straight up inside here, and this could get very, very, well, bloody very quickly if you are not careful. Lightning Shield taking down a Wisp right there. There is a Shadow Strike. Warden does not get the experience. Archmage does. True Shot Aura, however, on the Warden, that is a very big deal, but it doesn't matter unless you have the units to actually back it up. That is an extremely, extremely dangerous spot to be in, as we're looking at, well, Footman after Footman getting pelted down right now because of all of the range damage from those units. All right, Warden gonna go ahead and try and do a bit of chasing. All the units are now running back every which way. That Footman already down to 17 hit points. One more swipe, and it will be the end of that Footman's swipe, or no swipe. No, the Warden didn't even need the full animation. She just pulled back her glaive, and the Footman fell over. Archmage sitting almost at level 3. Meanwhile, Warden is sitting almost at level 3 as well. That little bit of experience making a profound difference right now would be, well, 508. Archmage stealing that last bit of experience on that level 5 creep. And now it looks like Th000 is in the driver's seat. He once again has the expansion ready to go. Is he going to be able to take game number 2 here as well? That is going to be the big question, as a new Ancient of War is now being added. All right, Archmage trying to wander back around. He does have a lot of mana for an Archmage that has been aggressively creeping, and Th000 doing a good job managing his experience all across the board. All right, let's go ahead. Gonna go ahead and pick up some more items there and trying to take down unit after unit. We could perhaps see looking at a Fan of Knives. No, Warden still just wandering around here trying to go after each of these individual units, and that low hit point Footman is going to go ahead and get Shadow Striked down. Shadow Strike quickly turned into denied experience as the archers are now trying to get away. Archer down to, what, 57 hit points. Was going to go ahead and retreat all the way back home as the Warden needs to get a little bit more mana again. Ancient of War nearly done once more. It is going to be dual Ancients of War with glaive throwers being thrown in the mix. The Warden really going all in on this next attempt, selling the Scroll of Town Portal. That is a very big indicator that this next push is going to have to be absolutely critical, as we are looking at glaives being added as well. There is two glaives being added, but there is not enough Moonwells just quite yet. All right, in comes the next attack here. Water Elemental taking a bit of damage, but timed life, it is already gone. All right, trying to focus now on some of these units off over here. Is it going to get realized in time? There it goes, up to level 3. Manual of Health. Footman is going to go ahead and try and run on through. Is a little bit of damage. It looks as though just so much range damage. Losing a unit, getting caught in transit. Absolutely a big deal, as there are still no Fan of Knives as of yet. Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, only one available. Militia getting called back in from the other side. What is happening? A little bit of a split army play, as the Warden is now bringing in some Wisp as well. The Glaive Thrower is going to lie in wait right there. Footman with the Fen trying to do a bit of chasing. Archers now need to run back as well. This is not a good spot to be in, but everything is pretty much out of position across the board. Warden now getting some damage onto the Archmage. Archmage now down to 330 hit points and dropping slightly because of that timed life, as this one low hit point Archer trying to head back home. All right, down to 20 hit points. Let's see what's going to be happening next. We can see Ancient Protector now being added. There is the Glaive Thrower. Archmage is there, ready to put some pressure down onto that Glaive Thrower as the Warden shows back up. There is a Shadow Strike. Damage already being added back up again. As you can see, damage is slowly being re-brought into this location here. All right, Scroll of Town Portal. Warden needs to get away. Extra damage onto that Glaive Thrower, but a Wisp is in low position to try and offer a bit of protection. Is the Huntress going to actually yes, take some splash damage from the Glaive Thrower, from that own Glaive Thrower. All right, unit now going to be backing off. There's an Ancient Protector offering some protection as well. This is not a good spot for Th000 to be in, as you can see so much splash damage. Where is the Warden? The Warden completely out of position, needs to get back into position here, as there is now another conga line of more militia. All right, Ancient Protector now quickly taken down. Footmen are getting taken down off over here as well. There goes another. This Ancient Protector is going to go ahead and uproot itself, as a Forest Troll Berserker is going to end up getting taken, or no, not taken out, just get healed back up here. Triple Glaive Throwers looks like it will be enough, as any reinforcements have a very long travel time before it really gets there. All right, you can see Arcane Vault, well, in a little bit of trouble, currently being repaired. Archmage is low on mana and on hit points. Triple Glaive Throwers ready to go with, what, Quint Glaive Throwers ready to go, or Penta. I guess both of them technically count as 5, as we are now looking and turning things back around. All right, Warden going to go ahead and engage. Footman ready to go after all of these units here. Goblin Shredder in here as well, as that is going to cause a bit of a problem. Warden sitting at level 3. Will it be able to get to level 4? Goblin Shredder taking a lot of damage, as the Footmen are now falling at the hands of Glaive Throwers. There was a big Fan of Knives there. So many units in the red. This Glaive Thrower down to 25 hit points, trying to turn back around, trying to stay alive. Not going to be able to do so, as the units are just taking so much damage. It is not a good day to be a unit at all. We have 3 Glaive Throwers left. Huntresses are now trying to fight back here. There's a detonation. Archmage dropping a Water Elemental, may end up getting back up again. And Moon is somehow trying to make this work, retreating back as much as he possibly can, as the Water Elemental going to get taken out as well. All right, all of the low hit point units are back in that Zeppelin. Archmage with 4 low hit point footmen and a low hit point peasant. All right, let's take a look at this. This one footman does not really stand a chance. There's an army of Glaive Throwers behind these Huntresses, But is it going to be able to fight this back once again? That True Shot aura with a profounding +4 damage and +2 on the Huntress's Ancient Protector going to be providing some protection as well. As you can see, the units are going to be coming back off from the north. Panda looking to perhaps land a couple of Breath of Fires, as there goes some of the units. All right, units now trying to pull back. Panda may be able to get a Breath of Fire across multiple Glaive Throwers, and that is going to start to add up again. Panda goes after, takes down one Glaive Thrower. Glaive Thrower number 2 could get taken out. Shadow Strike, however, slowing down that Panda just enough, as a Breath of Fire finishes off that Glaive Thrower. Glaive Throwers with only 30 hit points. That Breath of Fire finishing it off right there. One of the reasons why Panda is so powerful is that normally you cannot Frost no, or you cannot hit those mechanical units all too easily, but the Breath of Fire is in fact a cone attack, area effect attack, and it, well, does its damage. All right, back down across over here. Footman going after all of these units again. Let's take a look at this low hit point Footman trying to run away. Wisp being brought over to heal back up. We are looking at taking a look at the supply count. Once again, it is 46 to 40 total population. Yeah, Moon is actually in the lead here. He has the larger army. Can he hold on to it to get the victory? That is the question, as the Goblin Zeppelin will just try and land straight up onto all of these units, but there is also an army of Huntresses just lying in wait. All right, there you go. Units gonna come across. There's a Breath of Fire. One Glaive Thrower taking down all of those units, now ready in position, but the Goblin Zeppelin will be picking all of those back up. Shadow Strike did go down, I do believe. Wisp now trying to run back as well. Footmen are now gonna get picked back up. No more Glaive Throwers. And what is going to happen there? Moon has to give it up, losing this series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.